Good morning. Would you like to have some fresh huckleberries? I was hucking pickleberries all day yesterday, just for you.
It smells weird in here.
Well, okay, but I thought you should eat something nutritious before we go treasure hunting all day.
Yep.
Let's go. All right, guys, here we are back at it again on one of my favorite beaches here in the beautiful heart of downtown McCall, Idaho. This is the Payette Lake. You've probably seen this because I've been here quite a bit this summer. But one thing that I haven't done this summer is actually do some detecting for some good old yella. And by yella, I mean gold that people left right here on this beach. This is kind of a ritzy place, and there's a good chance to find some really nice rings and other jewelry right here because it does get pretty crowded. It's really early right now. I mean, it's not, it's really early for me. It's like 10 a.m. I've got a couple programs with the CTX that I want to try out. I'm not gonna be looking for coins and other like silver stuff. I'm going to be specifically targeting gold today. Very, very tight, narrow pattern ranges, lots of discrimination. Not going to be digging to China. I'm going to be recovering as many of those targets that qualify as possible. And I'm going to show you kind of my program set up here. And I'm just going to start digging and scooping before this beach gets too crowded. Once it does start getting crowded, I'm going to head right over there into the water because there'll be less likelihood of people bugging me. And when people, that's the worst part to me about beach detecting, is like every person in the world wants to come over and ask you what you're doing, what you found, which is awesome. Love to be a good ambassador of the hobby. I also like to dig targets in peace, so that's why you don't see me at beaches very often. But that being said, some little kid comes up and asks you,
Hey, what are you doing? Can I have a turn?
just wham, punch them in the throat, throw sand in their eyes, and disappear. Just run off. Kidding, don't do that. Let's get at it. We also brought Abel's Go Find up here, and chances are he's probably gonna find gold before me. What do you think? Yeah, buddy. Keep it on the ground. There you go. That's my boy. Got him set up on this pattern there, and I've got me set up. Boy, that's gonna be hard to see, but I'll try. Right there.
All right, I had to just shoot this again because that wasn't gonna cut it out there. This is the only stuff that I'm gonna accept. Never mind these little blips over here. It's just kind of picking stuff up. But yeah, the only things that I want to accept will show up right here in this little box. None of these will make a sound.
I'm picking it up too.
Oh,
Check it out. Let me see it
rich.
online.
It's rich.
Here, let me see. Look out. I'm gonna scan it now. It's like a nickel signal.
Silver nickel?
We got it. Beaver tail.
Dang.
That's all right though, you know what? Because beaver tails actually sound exactly like gold rings. Don't tell anyone. Put it in your pocket, okay?
Okay.
See if I can get my headphones close enough to this so you guys can hear it. Nice little signal right there.
Are you set on gold?
It's reading about 1205, 1206, 13 something. Target's out. Must have been something really small. Gone now.
There it is.
Little piece of garbage. That's what we're after, though. Part of a beer can, looks like. Isn't that why you have kids in the first place? So they can carry all your stuff for you eventually? Gotta work on that. Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. There it is. Another part of a beaver tail. Who's been shooting on the beach? You been shooting on the beach?
Can I
You want your bullet back? You want it back? You want your bullet back?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Oh, you almost had it. I'm gonna keep an eye on this hat behind me. It might be the best thing I find all day. It's been here for a couple hours now, and there's not really anyone kind of around it at all. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that because I like hats. Hats are great for men that start losing their hair. Just wear hats all the time now. Fancy restaurants, anywhere inside pretty much. Still wearing a hat. Oh, there it is. It's a nickel.
Is it a war nickel?
I don't know, what year is it? Not a war nickel. 1996, regular 5-cent US coinage. But hey, we can put that towards ice cream. My gold pattern is loosely based on finding nickels, actually, because nickels ring up almost like the same as gold rings typically, right around that whole area. So that's the area that I have open. Everything else, like even silver, I have blocked out. So I'm only focusing nickels and gold. That's all I want today, for now, until I get bored. Then I'll open her up and let her rip. I've actually been seeing a lot of old brick and like remnants of an old pier in here. This lake has been used since late 1800s, and so I think that there's probably been several piers out here at one point. So maybe we'll open it up and go out into the water, see if we can find some silver a little bit later. Start date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I find myself stranded in an aqueous world after leaving the shoreline because of local inhabitants pestering me for my goods. I do not understand their native tongue. I do not care to learn it. I'm here for one reason and one reason only: to mine their planet of gold and other precious minerals. I've crafted myself a flotation device out of numerous things found on the beaches. Parts of my ship are included. As soon as the natives leave, I will return. I will return. I see it. Do you see it?
Why?
There. It's right there. No.
Beaver tail.
Another one? Put it in my pocket.
At least we got a nickel. Hey, you know what?
What?
I found a nickel in the water over there.
What'd you do that for? All right, the sun has kind of just magically disappeared all of the sudden, and we're out here in the water now trying to find some cool stuff. Not having a whole lot of good luck today. I'm gonna give it like 20 more minutes. See what happens.
Yeah, they're waterproof, but they need to stay on my head.
Yeah, but I want to listen. I'll be the metal detector guy. You be the ticker guy. Okay? Oh,
All right.
golly.
Yeah?
Just are going out here and it just randomly, the sun just randomly went away. Just like my dad said. And then these people are paddling. So we haven't really found anything today. So all we found is 2 nickels and a couple of beaver tails and some foil. So I'm gonna do some underwater footage.
Nickel.
All right, here we are, guys, right back home, and I want to show you what we found today, or more or less what we didn't find today. Best finds of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, count them, 5 nickels. I think the oldest one is right there. It's like a 1964 nickel. Buy yourself a cola with that. A lot of this stuff, but you know what? This is what we wanted. This is what we're looking for because gold comes in this range, unfortunately. Surprisingly, though, there wasn't a whole lot of trash on the beach. I think that there's probably a lot of people that actually hunt it and have the same idea as me, that they're gonna get rich and they're gonna find a gold ring and we're gonna sell it for like $10,000 and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go to Hawaii. That doesn't usually happen. Sometimes it does. Oddly enough, the first couple times I actually tried water hunting, I found gold rings, and then nothing ever since. So big fat zeros for me. Hope you enjoyed the episode either way. I had fun. See you next time.